Hey guys, welcome back to Electrical Car Repair Live. Our mission at the garage is to save you guys as much money as we can. That's why we make these absolutely free videos and we teach you how to fix your car for free. Let's go ahead and start on it now. Channel, if you guys have any of the following three vehicles now, guys: Chrysler 200, Fiat 500 or Dodge Ram ProMaster, guys, with a 2.4 multi-air engine, guys, and you're trying to remove or replace your intake manifold, stay with us, we will explain what needs to be done. Now, as you can see, guys, the engine is out of the car. This is because, guys, we will have more than 100 videos on that engine alone, and our mission, guys, here at the shop is to save you as much money as we can. By getting that engine out, guys, we can show you with great detail where everything is, what needs to be done, where every bolt is located. Otherwise, if it's in the vehicle, it's practically impossible to explain anything at all, guys. So that's why we're doing so much work. If you need any parts to use, new intake or anything else, guys, check out the links. We'll have the links in the description of the video below. So let's go ahead, start on it, and we'll show you what needs to be done now. So first, guys, first step will be you will have to disconnect your car battery. Okay, that's a must. Disconnect your car battery, because when we remove the intake manifold, we are right next to the starter. You have a big positive 12-volt wire, guys. If you touch it with a wrench or something and touch the engine at the same time, you'll see sparks flying. It can hurt you, you can set things on fire, you can burn your car computer, and even more, guys. So always disconnect your car battery before you start working on that. So we will grab, guys, the engine cover and pull it straight out. Grab it, pull it out. We have 4 bushings, guys. You can see those 4 bushings attached to the valve cover, so you can just remove it. Here you will have the air filter box. You need to just pull that hose out, vacuum hose, and this clamp, get it loose, and you're going to remove, guys, that hose from the air filter box. After that, here, guys, you will have one clamp. Ours is one clip. Ours is broken, guys. You look like that. Get a clip remover too. Just pry it open. Here, 10mm socket. Let's go ahead. Okay, remove that one now. Perfect. What else we need to do, guys? Okay, quite a few things here. Okay, we need to remove, get that clamp loose for the throttle body right there. We need to, guys, remove the wiring harness for the intake temperature sensor, and we can go ahead and remove that thing out of there. Next, at that point, guys, things gets dangerous. Why? Because you have to disconnect, your fuel line. Fuel line is under pressure. When you disconnect it, guys, it will spray fuel everywhere. It can get in your eyes. Wear eye protection gloves, guys. Do that only on cold engine. Don't have open flame, spark, no smoking, anything like that, because that fuel, guys, can catch on fire. Have a fire extinguisher, so if you catch on fire or the car catch on fire, you can put it out, or at least try to put it out. Disconnect that clamp here now. Okay, perfect, and get it out. Now, how we disconnect the fuel line? Again, it will be under pressure, guys. Ours is not, because it's good, but yours will be. Pull that blue thing up. Okay, let me focus a little bit. Perfect. Pull it up. Now we need to turn it. Push the line all the way in. Then push that white thing in and pull it out. Great. This is ready. Now, what else? This is the purge valve line. You have 2 green things that you need to squish, and you're going to pull it out after that. Okay, it got stuck. Perfect. You can, guys, go ahead and remove that foam piece now. Okay, right there. So we'll need to start, guys, disconnecting things now here. This is the, this one is supposed to be closed. It wasn't closed last time. Purge valve. So slide that thing open, press here and pull it out. Grab it. Okay. Well, this one will actually stay here because it will stay on the intake. It's part of the intake, so we need to just disconnect the wiring harness. Next, guys, fuel injectors. Okay, right there. Pull that red thing. Now you press here, you disconnect it. Same thing applies there. You can remove the purge valve if you want to. You just grab it and disconnect the hose, and you can pull it out. It's your decision, guys. But you can see we're done with that. Here we have the the map sensor. Okay, this is known as map sensor. Press down here, pull it out. Now you're going to turn right here about 90 degrees, or you can leave it, excuse me. You can leave it, I'm not going to replace it. But if you want to get it out, that's how you get that thing out. Just disconnect the wire here as well. No wiring harness anymore here. Attach. Now we need to come on this way. So that red thing, we need to slide it back, push on it, pull it out. Now guys, right here we're going to have, later 2 bolts that we need to remove, but you need to disconnect. This is the starter wire from the intake manifold. Okay, like that. Here 2 bolts with 8mm socket that hold, that bracket right there. You have 2 of them that we need to remove. So we'll need to, now we can see both of them actually. Okay, you can see one is coming out, one on top now. Okay guys, this one is out too. So we need to disconnect the hose from the throttle body. This is the vacuum hose here, for the brake booster. Pull it out, just like that. Now this is the PCV hose, guys. Disconnect this one as well. It will stay there. Now we need to get on the bottom. Let us show you underneath of that engine, and there is, guys, a bolt here that we need to remove with 10mm socket. You can do it 2 ways. You can remove that one and the whole mount will come out, or you can, guys, remove these 2 nuts. It's your decision what you want to do. So now it looks like, guys, we're getting closer and closer. We need to, guys, remove 2 nuts and 3 bolts now, and 4 screws right here. These 4 screws, 8mm. That whole thing comes out. Now why we had to remove that? Because we, guys, have 2 more bolts that are hidden here with 10mm socket. One on top, in the middle. We have 1 nut in the corner. Some of those you may drop, guys. 1 nut right here. Perfect. And let's see if that socket will fit here, or we need to get a thin socket. It will make it, I think. No. We need to get a socket that's thinner. For that, 10mm. Right there, this one. Because otherwise it gets stuck there and you don't want to crack your intake manifold. Guys, so now you're going to grab it. All that should be loose now. You need to come out of here first. We forgot the mount right here for the throttle body. Right here we have 1 mount with a bolt, 13mm that we need to remove. I knew something was wrong. Go ahead, get it out. Perfect. And if you cannot remove it, you may need to remove that nut to get the mount out, but I think it will come out. Grab it and pull it, guys. You can see in the intake manifold came out. So every time you remove the intake manifold, it's recommended to get new gaskets if you need to buy some. We have, guys, the link in the description of the video below, but otherwise you can develop a vacuum leak, increased RPMs, or the car not even being able to start. So that's how you remove the intake manifold. Hopefully, guys, the video will be helpful to any of you guys having to do that repair. Thank you for watching. Please, guys, hit that subscribe. Hopefully, guys, the video was helpful and we were able to save you money. We, guys, have more than 19,000 free repair videos on our YouTube channels. Check them out. We have videos that can save you thousands of dollars in future repairs. Thank you for watching and see you guys next time.